Hey everybody, welcome to my booth. I'm Jay, and today's sample is from Armand. Happy Thursday. We're going to give it a listen and give some feedback as we can. Before we dive in, though, the spiel. If you like this stuff and you find it helpful, you can help me out. There's buttons down there. You know the drill. Ta-da! And if you'd like me to review audio of yours just like this, there's a form in the description. Fill it out. Send me something. Let's do this. And then there, of course, there's coaching on my website if that's more your speed. That said, or spiel over, whatever, let's go.
Sometimes it's tough to hear winds of change over the air. What with tall buildings, power lines, and other static. Now you can hear winds of change anywhere, anytime, or on any device. When Winds of Change is on the air, live, Monday through Friday, noon to 1, go to ststandschurch.org. Scroll down to the Winds of Change tile and click on the Listen Live button. For Winds of Change podcasts, click on Listen to Episodes or visit the Winds of Change Facebook page.
Okay, there's a lot here that I think you've got a lot going for you, and there are a few things that we can definitely improve upon. Starting with, one of the things that I really like, you've got a great broadcasty voice. I would totally expect to hear you on NPR or something similar. So you found the niche, my friend. You found the niche.
Sometimes it's tough to hear winds of change.
That's straight out of NPR, and you can't tell me I'm wrong. So in terms of things, just to hit the jeepers, things that I might improve upon, I love the idea of these two sound effects, the power lines and the static. However, both of them, namely the static, starting with the static is, because it's so emblematic and programmed into at least my mind as something wrong is happening with my equipment. And because this is either going to be broadcast on the radio or it's going to be broadcast, it programs me to where my response is, shoot, something wrong is happening with this and I need to fix it. So I stop listening and I start going into problem solving mode. All that to say, if you would like to keep the static, I would really dial it back and make it a majorly background element to where you could say, it's hard to hear winds of change, what with all these power lines and static, just a little tiny, like a little pinch of salt. Any more than that, and I think you run into that psychology of what's going on with my radio right now. Sort of similar with the power lines, just to a lesser degree, partly because it's less intense. Now, all of that said, I don't think you need them. I think that the words are humorous enough. You can't hear it sometimes, what the power lines and static and all that jazz. So here's a solution. Go to these... our website, and we can fix all those problems for you, et cetera, et cetera. So that's step one. I think the music that you've chosen is really nice. It's got a good, it's a good choice for the backing, I think, particularly because...
Anywhere, anytime, or on any device.
Winds of change. Well, that's an awful lot of wind instruments for the winds of change. Just a nice... it's punny, and I like it. Now, in terms of performance, there are a few things that I think will help you. In terms of your phrasing, because this is essentially like, here are the places where you can find winds of change. If you can't do it live, you can do it here. If you can't do it there, you can check out here. If you wanted there's here. And some of those are a little bit broken up in a way that makes it challenging for me to really easily understand what my options are. So let's take another listen, and then I'll re-diagnose just so it's fresh in our minds.
You can hear winds of change anywhere, anytime, or on any device. When Winds of Change is on the air, live.
Okay, so that's one of them.
When Winds of Change is on the air, live.
Because it goes, when Winds of Change is on the air, live. those little halting pauses break up my understanding of what I'm actually listening to, which in actuality is you can hear Winds of Change in all these different places. When it's on the air live, when it's over here. So connecting that thought completely will help me to understand, oh, I can catch it live by doing this stuff.
When Winds of Change is on the air, live, Monday through Friday, noon to 1, go to ststandschurch.org. Scroll down to the Winds of Change tile and click on the Listen Live button.
So that whole thing can be connected a little bit more fluidly, I think. And this isn't a line reading, meaning I don't think you should necessarily do it the way I'm about to say it, but when Winds of Change is live, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m., go to this website, scroll down, and click the live button. It's totally intelligible, and it flows smoothly, and it's all one thought. And I think that'll just ever so slightly improve upon it. Another thing that you might note in terms of how fluidly you might want to try stuff, right now you're clocking in at about 35 seconds when a traditional ad should be between 28 and 30 seconds. And so I think simply by picking up the pace, not necessarily, but by making everything a little bit more fluid, it'll trim off those few seconds lickety-split. Let's listen to this last bit one more time and see if there's anything else.
When Winds of Change is on the air, live, Monday through Friday, noon to 1, go to ststandschurch.org. Scroll down to the Winds of Change tile and click on the Listen Live button. For Winds of Change podcasts, click on Listen to Episodes or visit the Winds of Change Facebook page.
I do like that last bit because you're saying if you want to listen live, go to this place, scroll down, click Listen Live. If you'd like to listen to the podcast, then you can go to this place, or you can go to this website, and here it is. And I think laying out those options in that way is really nice. One thing that might slightly improve the ending of this ad,
or visit the Winds of Change Facebook page.
Right now, Facebook page, it has an interesting, it doesn't have as much finality as I think it could, which would bring us closure on this whole thing. Or visit the Facebook page where you can clearly hear the period there. Right now, I just am craving a little bit more of that period, a little bit more of the ending of the whole kit and caboodle there. But really, really nice work with this, Armand. Yeah, you've got a great voice for this sort of stuff. So keep it up. And I hope this was helpful for you and for everybody else here. And until the next one of these, y'all, be well, and I'll see you there. Toodles.